Quarter Ninja presents.
Hello, and welcome back to our car restoration series of videos, where we play Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 and we restore cars. So this is one of our previous projects, this astonishing, amazing, beautiful Nissan GTR. This is our 33 version, and we did it, a little bit. We customized it, and I think the car looks really astonishing. I will just show it to you, and we usually showed our previous restoration, before we start a new one. So this is a beautiful machine, as you can see, Nissan GTR R33, 1424 horsepower. Yeah, that says something. So as always, tell me in the comments below, do you like the car? Do you like the color? Do you like the rims? What about interior, which I did a little bit different with, I think these are SLS seats and a Pagani wheel, but yeah, I think it's fitting, it's sporty, it's beast. So tell me, what do you think about all of that? And as always, we have, I think, let us see, 2 front and rear license plates for a grab. So let me know what country, what state, what name do you want on them, and if it is reasonable enough, I'm going to do it, and you will have a nice plates on the car you like. So that is it for now. We are going to send this car to our parking, and yeah, let's start with a new project. And for today, I think I'm going a little bit different in a way, because today's project is, I will show you now, I think the car is on level 18, and I chose this one because we didn't do one of these at all, and as you can see, this is Hummer H1 Alpha. So first, let's take a photo or two of the car in its, I would say, broken, horrible state, and that's about it. So you can see it here. It is Hummer H1 Alpha, the last production model, actually. And without further ado, as always, let's start with body disassembly. We are removing all body parts we can get our hands on. Do you think, guys, this is something that can be removed? No. So for your info, I'm checking, yeah. For your info, I never did one of these, so I have no idea how it looks, how it works. Is it, like great build, hard build, easy build? We will see all of that. I'm removing whatever I can. What I'm doing at the moment, I'm just trying to figure out, is there any other part here? Let's remove the interior. No, why we cannot remove interior? Okay, this is a nice question. So rear seats are not actually, they seem not to be interior. Let me see, can we do it like this? No, I cannot remove them for some reason, and I'm very confused. Okay. What we are going to do once when we fix the car, like, the exterior and everything, we will see what is going on with these parts. So I'm happy enough with this. Let's go putting car on lifter 1, where we do all our restoration jobs. Let's put car up. We are just going to jump to engine bay for a moment, and let's see what can we remove. Okay, radiator comes here, perfect. It has 3 batteries. This is very interesting. I think I will not charge all of them. No way. We are just going to buy new batteries for it. Maybe I will charge one just to show how we do that. So I think here we don't have anything else, and I think in the back, in all honesty, it shouldn't be anything. Yeah. So that's about it. We cleaned and cleared engine bay. We are pushing car up, and let's take wheels off. And I'm explaining that in every episode, more or less. The way how we do that is simply I decided, and basically I think I figured out that the easiest way is to disassemble whole car, suspension, everything, and then remove engine at the end. Because that seems to be the most... my phone, I do apologize. Seems to be the fastest and easiest way, at least for me, you know, and I would say probably people out there have different way of doing that, but for me that makes sense in a way. So, as you know, maybe or not, but if you're following my channel, if you're following my videos, you know that we always talk a little bit about the car when we are disassembling the car, because this assembly process is a little bit, maybe not so boring, but you know, not so interesting like assembly process. So, if we are talking about the Hummer, this is the car that represents the Hummer H1 Alpha, the last production version, which was produced in 2006, but as much as I read some examples were done also and produced in 2005, which doesn't really matter. So basically Hummer is a car based on military Humvee, you know that for sure, and the car was basically introduced in 1992. And it is based on, I'm talking about civilian version, and it is based on the M998, the military version of Humvee. So basically, this car was produced from 1992 to 2006. And yet again, I had the opportunity to see not one, but dozens, but I had the opportunity to be around one. So it is, you know, a big huge machine without too much space for passengers. It is robust, it can go more or less anywhere, and you know, I would say you buy this if you are well, rich enough, or if you have a real need to push boundaries, you know, and to go to where no man has gone before. All in all, it is a very interesting machine, but again, not my cup of tea. So yeah, if you like it, perfect. I love it how it looks. I think it's robust, it's great. And you know, there is so many other examples in the world at the moment. Most of the countries have their counter version or counterpart, and yeah. So I think Humvee set a bit of standard, and others followed. All in all, you know, it was produced in multiple versions, and from what I know, that was convertible, 4-door, and open top. Let me just check this, sorry guys. Yeah, this is a little bit confusing, we will see. Because of these seats they're sitting, it seems hard-coded or something like that. So these versions were produced, and it used multiple different engines in its life, let's say, shelf life, and these were engines from 5.7 to 6.6 liters, some of them diesel, some of them not, and the last version, the Alpha, used 6.6 liters Duramax diesel, which was, as people say, and it still probably is, a pretty good engine, and I think it developed around 300 horses. Might be wrong, I don't have info in front of me, I'm talking from top of my head, you know, but you can always check it and correct me in comments below if I make a mistake. And yes, it seems that this last engine really did a very good job for Hummer, because usually Hummers were underpowered, and yeah. You know, it's huge beast, so never easy to, you know, give enough power to this one. The interesting fact is, from the info I got, the production of these vehicles was only 11,818. So if you look at that number, it's honestly not much. So yeah, you know, like, you would expect somehow to have these cars built in bigger numbers, But again, I think it's just about marketing. Americans are good in that, and they're selling the story. And you know, probably they convinced us that this car was built, you know, like on every corner in every shop in America. But actually, it's not. It's only 11,000 examples. So all in all, that's about it. Nothing much more. You know, it is a Jeep, huge Jeep, developed for military version, and you know, it's not really great civilian vehicle. It's huge, not enough space inside for passengers actually, compared to the size of the vehicle, etc., etc. But as I mentioned already, if you are rich enough, if you have need or something, you know, why not? It is a good car after all. And that this car we are disassembling here should represent this last version of the Hummer, and that is H1 Alpha. And I think we can do this one open top, and actually there is option for that. What I'm doing at the moment, I'm simply doing these things together with you guys. I have no idea how everything fits, how it looks, what parts do we have. You know, I do know the parts. I checked them, I bought them in advance, so we don't lose time, but still I don't know what these parts are doing. So we will have opportunity to see together, and we are very, very near our finished disassembly. So basically, I prepared the engine in advance. And let me see. I will show you the engine. You see, I have some parts. The engine is actually where? This is the one. V8 DOHC 4x4. I think that is the one going to our car, and it's actually the good engine. You know, it's engine that represents perfectly the car it is in. So I think we have here intercooler, which we see it is strange. Now we have to go through the suspension and check and then go through the engine, and then see, like from here we need this to take intercooler off. Okay, we are pushing or pulling car down. I'm thinking, okay, I will move our crane in. This is the engine crane that we use to pull out engine from the car. So you see, we have pull engine out and install. Now we are going to pull engine out. And from what I can see, that's about it. Everything else should be hard coded. And yeah, let's do our famous 5 steps. First step is always to go here and charge battery, but you've seen it, there is 3 batteries. So I will charge one, and yeah. Why I'm charging batteries? Because it's just a good way to save some money if you're playing career mode, so you get used to it. Second step, interior detailing toolkit. Again, we are sending it on the same place, lifter 1. And interior detailing toolkit should fix interior a little bit. Let's see, can we see any difference? 3, 2, 1. I think we can. It is shinier, definitely. So this is the second step we are doing in every restoration. Third step is this, welder, and same, we are sending welder to our car lifter 1. And let's see, welder will take care about bodywork, and it will make it shinier, nicer and fixed. You will see now. So let's do it. Sometimes the welder, yeah. But I don't want that. I want you to be able to see the car. I think this is better. So 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And the color, I want that color, and I will tell you why. Okay, so we're sending welder back. Let me see. Let's check together. Do we have some rusty part or something? I think no. I think we did good job with this assembly. Maybe this here, you see? Rear left fender. Now we see it. Okay? And this is how you usually check. You know, if you're not sure, you just go around, see if there is something that's sticking out, that's not fixed, etc., etc. Okay, fourth step, repair bench. You see the state of the part. If it is 15% or less damage, that means up to 99%, you can fix it. Anything below 15%, you cannot. So we are fixing it, and again, we are playing in sandbox mode. We have every single penny we need. We have 900 millions. But the point is, this is a good way to do things when you're playing proper, you know, career mode and stuff, when you're doing it really to build your empire. So this is about it. You repair whatever you can, and fifth step for me is very simple. I go in and I say sell parts. And I want to sell everything that is like, okay, 98, doesn't really matter, everything that is broken. So now we don't have broken parts, because sometimes we will put broken parts in and then, you know, it just takes time and you lose time for nothing. Next step, we are putting engine into the car. And we have two engines, you can see the broken one and the new one I prepared in advance, so we don't lose time. Engine is in and a crane is going back to its place, and as you can see, beautiful, nice. I didn't buy many parts in advance, so it might happen, you know, that we will need to buy stuff, but you know, bear with me and let's go and do it. Radiator A, we don't have it, and I will immediately go and buy 2, 3 even, and I will even buy housing, and I will buy fans. I have no idea, are we going to need it or not, but you know, better to be safe than sorry. Yeah, you see, I got it right. I did it. Okay, batteries we are putting at the end. Brake servo we have, beautiful. I don't think we have this air filter, so I will jump out, and as we are trying to always boost our cars, I will go and buy one air filter here. That is you see 1% plus air filter, which is very nice. You know, that is 1% to the total output of the power. Okay, that's about it. Can we put anything else from here? I don't think so, except batteries. So we are going out and immediately pushing car up. And as always, we are starting from our suspension. I usually start from a rear suspension, sometimes front, depends how the car is and, you know, how do I feel at that specific moment. So you see, we need wheel hub 3, and now we are going to jump in and out, but there is no power parts for suspension, unfortunately. I will buy 4 of them just to be on the safe side, you never know. And I know that we are going to need few more parts, definitely. Okay, you see, nothing was repaired, and that is unfortunate. So give me a minute and we will do it together. What I'm doing at the moment, I'm buying this, I don't need, I'm absolutely sure, but I'm buying everything I can think of, and I know that goes to this suspension, or I'm not sure, I'm just guessing, it doesn't really matter. This we don't need, we need tie rods, and we need this, and front wheel hub, I don't know, let's buy a few of them. I don't know, this I have, okay, let's say we have most of the parts. You see, most of the parts doesn't mean we have all of them, so I didn't buy, and I came in to buy a rear wheel hub. Let's buy one, let's buy another one, and we will go for the brakes also. Let's buy calipers, let's buy cylinders, discs, I'm not sure what is going in, and you know, I should maybe buy that in advance, but I kinda hoped we will repair more. Doesn't really matter. Okay, perfect. So at the moment we are doing our rear suspension, we are putting parts. Brake parts, most of brake parts is not repairable, except calipers and cylinders. So you have to have them in stock. As you've seen, I didn't have them, so yeah. Did we manage to repair this one? Yes, we did. So perfect. Bushings, every single bushing that is on the car is non-repairable, so you have to have, I buy them in batches of 20, okay, so that's easiest, and you know, they go here and in front and in suspension and everywhere. So buy them in batches of 20, never be stingy with bushings, they're not expensive and they save your life usually, you know, you don't need to jump in and out of the shop all the time. Rear drive axle, I think I have them, I bought them, but I didn't buy everything. You see these spring caps, let me see, maybe we have everything, only one unfortunately, but okay, we will buy. I'm jumping immediately out, why? Because I want to buy, I know that we need some of these and at least some of these, and that's about it. Okay, so what do we have here? We have, I want to come from this side and maybe, okay, rear sway bar B, we have it, and let's see what we have here. We have here You see, this suspension, I actually like it because it's really like proper suspension, but it takes quite a bit of work and it has quite a lot of parts. But then what would you expect from the car like it is Humvee? Tons of parts and everything, and you know, suspension for this car is especially important. And I think we shouldn't complain about that. So I'm not complaining, I'm just stating the fact that there is a lot of parts on this suspension and we are going to push it and make it regardless. And I do believe we have all the parts for the rear suspension at the moment, so this is going to go fast. And I will repeat it again, yet again, I never ever assembled Humvee in the game, and I'm not sure, you know, how it looks, how it will work. I didn't want like to prepare myself completely because then, you know, it doesn't really make sense that I didn't assemble it yet and then I have everything prepared and I know everything. No, I don't, and as you could see, I had to buy some parts and everything, so yeah. Actually, we are doing it together for the first time. And what I'm planning also to assemble some vehicles multiple times, because some of them I love. Some of them are actually amazing because you can make them in multiple configurations, which are, you know, making all the difference. And if you hear all these sounds, yeah, these are my nails and stuff, so don't be bothered at all. We are putting fuel pump in, again 1.5% fuel pump, that's very nice. And what I want to see now, see, we are missing bushing here, and that is what I'm always talking about. These things, if you miss one, later you think like, what the heck I missed and why I don't have it. V8 gearbox. Okay, we have a normal one, but what we want to do, we will jump to our gear grip shop. I could that in advance, but I didn't intentionally, just for you to see. These are the gearboxes that are actually better performances, okay. Stronger, more powerful, with adjustable gear ratios. So we always use these instead of normal, simple gearboxes. So that's just for you to see how it works. Did we manage to? We didn't manage to repair transfer case, and now I will just see is maybe, I'm sure it's not, but I'm wondering, do we have transfer case here? No, we don't. So we will have to buy a normal transfer case. Yep, let's do that. That was, I think, this one. If it's not, we will buy another one, but I think it is, yes. It is a normal transfer case. I was thinking maybe there is a power part, because this part is not used very often, and, you know, I cannot remember, but now I know. There is no power part. And drivetrain, for example, drive shaft, there is no power part, although I think it makes sense, you know, that we have power part, but yeah, who knows. Middle muffler, rear muffler, all these parts I bought like in advance. As you can see, I prepared myself a little bit. So this is our exhaust system. You know, there is no exhaust on this side, unfortunately. Probably the author of the mod couldn't do it, but it's okay. Let's see the front one. I would hope that we have most of the things on the front suspension, or even all. I cannot remember, have I bought everything, but we will see. Okay, let's put discs, we can put pads, and caliper with cylinder. I think that's perfect. Okay, and let's see, is our front suspension cross member C? No. It's not repaired. Very often these things will be repaired and you will be able to repair them very often, but sometimes, as now, you see, it didn't happen, so we have to buy a new one, and that's good. Let me see, I just want to check this front drive axle D. This is confusing. I checked front drive axle D. Aha. This is why I missed it. Okay, I bought a different one, which actually is not the one we needed, but it's okay. Steering rack we have. I would say we have this bar, we have, perfect. Let's put a bottom suspension on. And most of the suspension part, excluding, let's say, front sway bar and inner tie rods, outer tie rods, are repairable. Although all these arms are using, as you can imagine, the bushings, and these which ones I prepared in advance, 100%, as you can see, because I didn't want to spend time. I knew this job is a little bit bigger. Okay, front sway bars, blah blah blah. Let's see. The Hummer is a big car actually, so I knew we will spend a little bit, maybe more time assembling it, because it has so many parts. And the author of the mod did a pretty nice job, I have to say, making the mod and you know, giving it immersion, like, you know, you feel it's complicated, it's big and everything else. So yeah. Okay, we'll put these bushings and let's do this side of our steering and braking system. And this is going to be pretty fast, done pretty fast. Let me see. Okay, let's first put our brakes. And I think, you know, I have also some other Jeeps. I call them all Jeeps, you know, although they're, I don't know, even maybe they're sport utility vehicles, some of them, etc. But, you know, these kind of vehicles, I have different versions, different manufacturers. So we are going to do quite a few of them, and I'm happy because of that. Nice mods out there, and very nice to see that we have a good choice, you know, what we are going, what we want to do and what not at any given moment. And you see why you sell parts that are broken, but it's easy to fix it. Okay. When you're selling parts, okay, I didn't mention that. When you're selling parts, you never sell these groups. Engines and wheels and other stuff like shocks, they're actually groups because they consist of many parts, and you cannot sell them when you're selling everything. You have to do it manually. The front shift, do we have it? Perfect, amazing, we have it. Now see, this is something that's probably missing, I'm not honestly sure. Okay, right click, you know that, and we are checking what we didn't install. I have to be sure. So we know that we are missing 3 batteries, intercooler that is in the front, we are missing sprint cap at the back, starter. Okay, let's see that sprint cap. You remember me talking about the complex? You see this? The complex suspension on the back. And actually, you see, we forgot something. Again, that's not a big deal. It's why we are checking all the time, you know, and we are checking, do we have everything, is everything mounted, etc, etc. But yeah, you can miss it, easy. So we need starter here. I don't have starter, I know that, I didn't buy one, and one didn't come with car. So let's buy it. That was, I think, normal one, or I did make mistake. Yes, it's not normal one. It's V8 engine, but sometimes with V8 engine, you know, you will find normal starters, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Okay, now again we are checking what everything is 100. That is important. 3 batteries. We will put them at the end. Do we have a sway bar rear? Okay, perfect. Again, if you check, that is a rear suspension, which again is problematic. So I managed to miss, I know exactly what part is missing, but I'm absolutely not sure. Just give me a moment. Yeah, it is here. And it should be obvious because you see, we don't see wheel here. Look at this. Now we know that it's complete. It's not a problem at all. So I will just push car down for a bit, run here, take this battery that is charged, and as you know, this is usually, we don't do that, but we need 2 more batteries, so I'm going to buy them. We are not going to waste our time and charge more batteries at the moment. We don't need that. Let's put all these batteries in just to check that they're new and shiny. Yes, they are. And we have this medium intercooler, but I think it has to be mounted from here. So yeah, sometimes actually, you know, you will forget some part, miss it, then you have to push car up, down, and I made not mistake really, but just, you know, I didn't do it on time. I think that's about it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put our wheels on the car. I prepared wheels in advance. I chose the tires and rims, and I did it. You see, these are the old ones, horrible, very ugly, and these are the new ones, which we are going to put. Let's do it. And I actually chose these. I really like them. They look pretty nice on the Hummer, and I spent some time like trying different rims. In all honesty, it was quite a bit of work, but I was thinking like, let's do it properly and find what is maybe the best. And what is funny, I cannot see the fourth wheel, and that's going to be super funny if we don't have one. I know I sold some stuff. Yeah, that was really strange when I sold some stuff that I shouldn't, and we don't actually have the last one. Let's check our let's go out and check our inventory. So you see, it's one rim. Let's go. What are we going to do? It's easy. We are going to do this. Can we do this so we don't have tire? What tire is here? Let me see. That was 315. I need to take it off. Give me a second. I just want to be 100% sure. Okay, so that is 315, 75, 70. Let's check it. 315, 75, 17. This is, I have to say, extremely strange, because I could bet I prepared everything, but as I said, see, and I don't even have a rim. So I'm puzzled with that completely, but this is giving us opportunity so you guys can see how we buy stuff, how everything looks, how the tire is mounted, and let's see. So how do we do tire? We do this and this. So basically we are using our tire changer, I think it's called tire changer if I'm not mistaken, to assemble the wheel, and we are using for that a rim and a tire, and we are assembling it, and the same way we are disassembling. Basically we can just take it and put it here and say this is for assemble and this is for separate. So we can separate if we want. And we have to go to this one, which is wheel balancer, and to balance the wheel, because you cannot put the wheel on the car if it is not balanced, which is pretty logical, but you know, sometimes if you forget that, you will wonder why I cannot put wheel on the car and what's going on. And trust me, I'm as puzzled as you as to where my wheel is. I know I sold some things and maybe by sheer mistake I managed to sell that. Who knows? Doesn't matter. This is done. Let's send our car here. Here is our garage parking space one. We always do our finalization of the work of the car here. And you see these rims with the color of the car, they look amazing, tires look amazing. I'm quite happy. This is why I wanted that to be like this. Okay, I bought all body parts in advance. So right click, assemble mode, and let's go. The first one is hood. So we have one hood, actually, just one hood. Again, assemble mode, front bumper. We have two choices, this one or this one. This looks very nasty. Okay, let's leave it for now, and then we are going to make decision. Doors are just, you know, simple door, one piece, there is not much to it. Mirror, and we are going to put... I'm thinking, just let us check. If we put maybe... can please go to assemble. If we put maybe this tinted one, let's try. I try to put tinted windows whenever I can, okay? I like it that way, so... Now, rear left fender. They're the same exactly, so okay. Rear clamshell. And now, tricky stuff. Tricky stuff, I'm not sure. I want to see what will happen if we put this one. We cannot put this one because obviously this doesn't fit. So let's put a nice beautiful door with hammer on it. And rear bumper, we have one like this and one. Let's go with this one. I think it gives a little bit of... Yeah, it looks nice. What I want to do also, let us check this one. Okay, now. Standard only, open top only. So this is the open top one. Yeah, I think it looks better if you put these open top things. Although we can put this, and what will happen, it will look crazy. Really doesn't work. So let's do the proper way. It's here, you see. This is it. I think we are going with this. Okay. So what do we have here? I want to see. Okie dokie. Door. And another door. And let's see, do we have tinted windows? We do. Quite a big car, quite a, not really a lot of parts, but yeah, somehow it feels you have to do it. I'm thinking about this one, what do you reckon, guys? We need to put this, yeah, I think that's going to be very nice. Okay, now headlights. I know we have this one, and I think we are going with tinted ones, as we did also with our windows here. I'm just looking, so we have also here this one. Perfect. I'm thinking about the actual fact that we are missing taillights. Is there a difference, big difference? This looks a little bit darker or so, so let's go with these. And trunk window. Okay, now let's see what will happen. This is not a good part, you can see. We need to figure out which one actually fits. Maybe this one, open top. Let us see, is this... Oh yeah, this is the open top one. So it seems that we are... we don't have... Just check the info. We don't have a rear glass on this one. Well, my friends, if you can see, that's about it. That's about it. We are missing seat 4, leather D. I will keep it the same. Seat 4, leather D, and I will tell you why. Just give me a moment. Seat 4, leather D. Why I'm going to keep it the same? Because I think the author actually did tuned that together with, you see, with back seats. So I want to keep it really as it should be. And what was the steering wheel? Do you remember? I don't, so I have to check. And it's steering wheel 8. Okay, let's see what is steering wheel 8. We put 8, what? Okay, I will keep it. I will keep it this time as stock as possible because I want to follow basically what the author of the mod did and how he felt about the car. Yeah, it looks good. It looks like okay. I'm just looking. Okay, I have to say it looks very, very nice. Okay, let's send car to our paint shop. Let's do it first, because actually we cannot see the proper result until we do that. We need to see it painted in this color, and as I said, I'm painting in the original color. I'm not changing it because I really think yes, it will bring, you see, the wheels and rims out, and I think this is the way to do it. Yep, let's paint the car. Do we have some livery? I don't think so. I honestly, no way. So this is a white, nice white color, open top car. It looks really nice. Okay, we need now to do what? What we are always doing, you remember that, guys, I'm quite sure. We have to go to our engine, and then we have to go here and fill the engine with oil. Why we are doing that? Because we are running the car on the dyno now. As you know, we are using power parts in our build. You see these red parts and these shiny parts. These are power parts which are more powerful than normal parts, and they're going to give us more power and torque, and we are going to check now in our dyno room how much we are going to get compared to the stock version which came in. I'm still not sure about this front bumper, which we can try to change when we finish. I think that is going to be easy. Let's proceed with dyno test. Let's go. So original engine in this version is 372. I'm expecting around 500. Maybe a little bit less, a little bit more, we will see. Let us see. Okay, I was completely and utterly wrong again. 82% gain. I don't know even what to say. 82% gain. Wow. And 79% gain for torque. Well done. Well done us. So guys, we managed to do really nice work on that. You see, car looks like silver here, so let's take it out. I want to see what the heck is this now. This is just a light here. It is white. Should be white, yeah. Okay, so what I said, front bumper. I just want to check a second one. And please, if you're watching this, let me know in the comments below, like what bumper or which bumper you liked more. I think this is our choice. There is no doubt in my mind about that. This looks like proper Hummer. So if we click here and check everything, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. Global body condition is 92, I presume because of license plates. But as you know, license plates are up for the grab, and please let me know in the comments below, you know, what country, what state, what name would you like to see on the license plates for this beautiful, nice Hummer H1 Alpha. And you know, if your request is reasonable enough and I can do it, I will gladly put, you know, your wishes on the plate, and you will have your plates, customized plates on this car. Also, I would like to ask you to tell me, do you reckon the colors, the color of the car is going well with the rims? What do you think about the rims, etc, etc? You know, just tell me your opinion about the car as a whole. I think it's amazing. Well done, nicely done mod. Everything looks good. Even bigger tire would fit nicely, I think. But this is okay. So yes, I think that's about it. So as always, if you like this video, please, you know, give a subscribe, like, leave a comment, and it doesn't have to be about this specific car. You can tell me, you know, about what you like, what you don't like, what cars would you like to see restored. That is especially interesting for me. So what car would you like to see restored? If I have that car in my garage, not restored yet, I will gladly do it. So I have no issue with that, so feel free to tell me. And of course, tell me if you would like to see something else and how do you like my videos, etc, etc. And that's about it for today. Go restore something of your own. Find some nice car that you like and, you know, bring it to the former glory. And I will see you very soon in next video. Until then, bye bye and take care.
Please subscribe to this channel, share and like this video. Thank you.